SlyFlyBuy and Gimpy, Poobaa came on to be on the imaginary curves, hang out, rockets in a vacuum, and gave one of the most epic displays of globe-tardian nonsense that I've seen in quite some time. I mean, that was quite the fail. Say, as somebody who's worked and tutored in the mechanical engineering field and trade for quite some time, if any of my students had showed such a level of ineptitude and lack of understanding of the basic principles that were being discussed, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have removed them from the course. So I'd also like to thank them, because they've actually given me so much content for the next month or more, picking apart every single fallacy of you guys' deluded little mind regarding these very simple mechanical operations. But I couldn't resist putting something very quickly together. Much more to come. Thank you, you two Muppets.
So tell me, is it your considered opinion then that you have redefined all of known physics?
Do you know what's really astounding here? It's your real problem with this, because you know how much of a threat it is.
I know what bollocks it is, Dallin. There's not really a lot more that I can say to you other than that's bollocks.
That's not a rebuttal or a practical demonstration of the mechanics of real reality, though, Jeremy.
You're not practically demonstrating. You're just asserting that pushing stuff, what we normally describe as pulling stuff, is according to you pushing stuff.
Are you up for a challenge?
And I should just assert that is not the case. And I've provided 2 examples.
Jeremy.
And Briar's provided 2 more.
I'll
that isn't the case.
I'll set a challenge to the 2 of you then. Right,
and you're trying to. Most of them you've refuted by saying because something is gripping something, it's being pushed.
Well, of course it is. When you grip something, you're applying,
and then it's being pulled.
When you grip something, you're applying pressure to it. You're FUD. So let's have a wee challenge.
No, that's true. Nobody's denying that.
Right,
you are denying that it once gripped, it is then being pulled. And clearly, that's not the case.
It's not being pulled. The mechanics of it is that it's being pushed, Jeremy. You're deliberately avoiding it. So let's have a wee challenge. He's up for it. Are you going to accept the challenge?
Go on then.
Right, so the challenge is that we use practical references that we actually do ourselves. And we actually describe and highlight the mechanics. I'll highlight the mechanics that is all push. You highlight your practical demonstrations and call it pull.
I've provided you with 2.
No,
why are we going to do that again?
Jeremy,
I can't provide you with any more than I provided you.
It's really embarrassing for you,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Just incorrectly assert that that a thing being stretched apart is being pushed.
Of course it is.
But anyone can see that that's not true.
Of course it
and
is.
Anyone who speaks English will tell you that that is not true.
It's just because I've got a misunderstanding of what pull actually denotes.
No, it's not. It's because you have redefined the word incorrectly to try and new speak your way into
It's you that's trying that. It's you that's trying that.
That doesn't exist in reality.
It's you that's trying that. I've told you fine what pull actually means and what it denotes. Pull's a descriptor of bringing something closer to something else. Right? The mechanics is what we're discussing here.
Now, imagine the old toilet systems, the modern ones, you have a little lever on the system, you push it down, so you're pushing.
Right.
But imagine the old ones that had the chain with the water up high above the toilet, and you pulled on the chain.
Right, so seeing your example there, SlyFlyBuy, just to make the point, see if it's not a chain or it's not serrated in any way, and it was just like a smooth column, and I put grease saw in it, right? And you try to make that work. What's going to happen? Because because you can't apply enough pressure and you can't get enough grip in the downward direction to push it downwards, so you slip over it.
Pull.
No.
You can't push the chain, mate. You can't push the chain, mate. You can't push the chain, mate. You can't push the chain, mate.
It's your grip. If you had a serrated instrument in your hand and you gripped onto it and the serrated instrument had angled downward threads on it, then you would be able to push it downwards, because the point of force has gone in a downward direction. So you're pushing it downwards. Stop being retarded.
I don't know how you can see it that way. I see it as pull.
No, you're just describing bringing that part of the chain closer to you. That's pull. The mechanics of how you made that happen is push. I don't know why you're so retarded.